caught me off guard.
I know my thing is not.
Yeah, because you're on the fly. That's why.
Doing everything on the fly.
Doing everything on the fly. Damn it.
Screw it. We'll just have this.
No, something. Screw it.
Screw it. We're doing it live.
Do you not care about this thing or not?
I care about this thing. Just
Then
give me a
fix
minute.
it.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, yeah, screw it.
Entertain our guests.
Oh, look at this
Entertain
dice.
nobody.
Got a giant 20-sided. Is it 20-sided? Yeah, it's 20-sided. This is Versus Gaming Podcast with Tony, who's fixing
My
blue
green
screen.
Did I break my thing again? Yes, I did.
He sat on his headphones again.
Again.
It's all right.
It's already broken.
It's all right.
It's already broken, so.
Yeah. I don't know if we're broadcasting because it's...
Yeah, we are broadcasting.
All right, cool.
It's just that no one's here to watch us. Not our...
It said one viewer a second ago, but all right.
I think that's the bot.
The bot.
The
Robots
bot.
are watching us.
The bot.
Wait, I got a new shirt. Well, not a new shirt. It's an old shirt.
I just do this to cover it, just in case.
See?
There you go. What is that?
It's my...
Oh, it's a Stormtrooper trike.
Stormtrooper on a trike.
Yes, that's
Little,
shirt
little
punch
baby
thing.
Stormtrooper trike. It's an old school one that I've had for a while. All right.
Okay, so this is another episode of our podcast live on Twitch and Facebook Live. So far, it's been pretty fun when we're doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for the last episode, we had a gaming.
No.
Well, at the beginning, we had a bunch of trolls.
It was a little on the insane side.
Yeah, 'cause we had a bunch of
it wasn't fun.
Yeah, in the beginning, it was just a bunch of trolls or just drawing dicks.
It was a little too many dicks and vaginas and bloody anal.
And
lots of anal.
And genitalia of both in the same picture.
There was hybrids and such.
Yeah. It wasn't very creative.
It wasn't very creative, but you know, it was a show.
Yeah.
We got through it.
Yeah.
And in the end, it ended up being very fun because we ended up playing some games with some friends. So yeah, it was a good experience at the end.
Yes.
That game was fun, and I do want to play that again.
Yeah, I think we'll make it like a once a month type of thing, so we don't overdo it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So trivia night's always a fun night, so we'll do that again sometime in September.
Yes.
Yes. So on today's topic, we are going to talk about some wrestling, because that's what we used to do in our old podcast. We're still going to do it today.
Oh yeah, but in a different way.
Yes. Oh yeah.
The Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Talking about video games.
Yes. So
the reason we're talking about it is they just announced, as they do every year, new WWE 2K18. New wrestling, where they're finally changing the engine of the game. And if you don't know what an engine is, it's just basically what the game runs on. When the game looks a certain way, super pretty or cartoony or whatever, it's the engine that's making the game look like that. So they've changed the engine, and they've actually made it more realistic with better lighting. And Tony's trying to pull something up so we can see.
Should we get a YouTube video of it?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's get a YouTube.
There should be maybe like a preview of it.
This one? No, wait, this is the website.
That's the website. But anyway, so they've redone the graphics. And the 2K series of wrestling games have never been my favorite, which we'll get into our favorite WWE wrestling yada yada games.
Okay.
But the one that's currently running, the one that WWE's been doing for a while, is 2K. So it's WWE 2K and then whatever the year is.
Is there what's it called?
You know what?
There's no trailer for it, is it?
No, not yet. Look for pictures.
Okay, we'll do pictures instead.
Do a Google search and look for WWE 2K18. There's like a photo of.
This is the website.
Okay, I know you're looking at the website, but bring up a picture of it.
Okay, and I know.
Google.
Yeah.
Image. You could just hit image. Just hit image.
Images. Okay.
All right.
Cool. Just so
there's some side by sides too.
Let me pull up our.
He's looking for a way to show everybody.
Yeah. Display capture. Okay.
Boom.
But let me put us like on top.
Aha.
There we go.
Haha. Look at that.
There you go. That
Look at that shit.
Yeah, we're still.
Anyway, there's go up.
Okay. All right.
Click on this one.
Which one? This guy? This.
Yeah, I think that's a side by side.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a huge difference there.
All right. So okay, the one on the left is
so what your head is covering.
Oh.
That's the old game.
Okay.
Whoop. This is like 2K17, the current gen or the current one.
Okay.
But then the one that's over here with Mr. Lesnar looking
looks
all
very photoreal-like.
Yeah, that's the newest engine. So it actually there's shape to his pectorals.
This is the page.
His titties.
Whatever game per is.
Yeah, just click on random stuff. I'm sure you won't get a virus or anything like that.
Yeah, well, there's a first footage.
First footage. Make it big. Oh, it's another guy's podcast. We don't want that.
No.
We don't want to advertise someone we don't know.
No, sure.
Fast forward.
Fast forward. All right. We'll just look at game clips.
There we go. So there's a new presentation. Look at the stairs. You can mute him.
Okay.
We're talking over it.
Yeah, we're just talking over it.
So anyway, background footage, as you can see, the new people.
Cena looks like
Cena. The new rendering, because it looks like Cena.
Yeah.
Belt looks like the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Lesnar. And there's a comparison shot.
Look at that. That's a good comparison right there.
And
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, hairier. Looks like they've rendered his hair better.
Yeah.
He's all grizzly and hairy.
Yeah,
look at that.
Grizzly hair, darker. His tattoos are a little more detailed.
Tattoos, his shoulders look like human shoulders, whereas the other ones look like they're all concave.
Yeah.
Not good shoulders at all.
And the face. Look at the face. It's
very
they got some
better graphics on this one.
Yeah.
They've definitely changed the lighting. They've changed the textures. And yeah, I think that's pretty impressive. Actually,
it is definitely. What's the new engine called?
I don't know if it has what the name of it is.
Okay.
I'm surprised they didn't just go with Unreal Engine because everyone
uses the Unreal Engine.
Everybody just uses Unreal. It's just easier that way.
Yeah.
But either way, as you can see, they have upped the graphics stuff. So now it's got me interested because originally you can turn the thing on. Because I wasn't really that interested in these games because the last few have been pretty much the same game over and over again. But now it looks like they're like upping the presentation. Obviously, it's gonna have the new roster. If you're a wrestling fan,
the new rosters. Do you know who's?
Well, I mean, most likely now they'll have NXT people. They have the brand split. Braun Strowman and who's now Top Guy and a bunch of other people. But either way, it's going to be.
Here you go. First 47 wrestlers announced based on this website.
We're now scanning the website.
Yeah, so we got the usual Bray Wyatt, Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, Dean Ambrose, Baron Corbin. We'll get to him in a minute. Did you watch last night's SmackDown?
Actually, nope.
Oh, my God.
I missed it because I decided to play video games instead because that's what I do. There's an Overwatch event.
Something happened. And then I can't.
Don't tell me.
I can't. Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Just involving Baron Corbin?
It's a...
I already know now from what you're saying. Thank you very much.
What?
He cashed in the Money in the Bank.
Well,
and he failed.
Yeah.
That's what I heard was going to happen.
Yeah.
So he cashed in and he failed.
Yeah. So that's what happened.
So he cashed in against Jinder Mahal.
Yep.
And he lost.
He failed.
Now, did he lose clean or did he lose?
He lost retardedly a roll up, man.
So wait. So Jinder Mahal just rolled him up?
Yeah. So this is what happened last night. Okay. So the main event was Jinder Mahal versus Cena. And Jinder Mahal was doing his cheating, of course, and they kicked the Singh brothers out of the ringside.
Yeah.
But they let the match continue instead of disqualifying Jinder Mahal. And then Cena did his AA twice. He kicked out of AA, regular AA. Then he had to do a super AA just to finish him off.
The double
AA. Then Baron Corbin suddenly runs in and breaks up the pin, and Cena gets disqualified or something like that.
Yeah, because if he hits, then it's disqualifies Cena. So, Cena gets disqualified.
Yeah, and then Baron Corbin
cashes it
in. Well, he has his moment of kicking Cena's ass. Then he walks back to he walks on the on ramp. He's thinking, hey, Jinder Mahal's out. I have this briefcase. I can cash in. and he goes to the ring, cashes it in. And here's what's weird is they didn't start the match until Jinder Mahal got to his feet. They didn't ring the bell yet. So.
Yeah, they always do that. That's actually tradition with a cash in.
Oh, is that right?
You have to see whether or not the opponent is ready to wrestle. So that's a new thing they started doing with these past ones. Before, people could just come in and pin and that's it. But now they have a new thing where the ref always lets the person stand and then they ring the bell. Then it's an official match, and then obviously. Yeah.
And so then Cena jumps on the apron and he distracts Corbin. He gets a forearm to the face. Corbin gives him a forearm face. Then Mahal suddenly just rolls him up. He grabs him.
They do a lot of roll-ups lately,
which is retarded.
That's a new thing. They do tons of roll-ups.
That's such a cop-out, though.
Okay, so I kind of knew that was going to happen because I watch a wrestling podcast called Wrestle Talk News.
So they have like the inside scoops of what's going
to happen. They usually reports. Now, nothing's for certain because WWE changes stuff like last minute constantly. But they kind of said that it's looking like they're going to have him cash in and lose, and then he was going to become even more aggressively bad guy. But it's weird that they do it on the event before Survivor Series. You think they'd wait
SummerSlam,
I mean, SummerSlam. You'd think they'd wait till SummerSlam.
Yeah.
These are like big moments. Like Raw, which I did watch, they had the Cruiserweight match on Raw instead of SummerSlam, and they let Tozawa win, and then they're still going to do the match at SummerSlam. Which is, what? Why? They already did it.
Yeah. I mean, I would think if they're going to change the titles, they should do it on 205 Live because that needs ratings.
Yeah, exactly. The title change on 205 would be a big deal, but of course, that's not what they're doing.
Yeah, Nova had that thing for how long? Like months. And months
he had it forever.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's sad. It's NXT just does the stories and the build-ups better.
A lot better,
because right now they have their big event, which is this Saturday, and that big build-up of Asuka as the champ,
the longest reigning
Ember Moon
women's
is
champion,
going to come in, and I think she was supposed to drop the belt a long time ago, but Ember Moon got hurt. So they've built it up, and they're waiting to their pay-per-view to have it go down because it makes sense. Everything builds up to that point. But anyway, so yeah, that was a weird one, but I figured that was going to happen with Corbin Burnson.
That's what we call him, Corbin Burnson.
Corbin Burnson.
I mean, he has so much of a future. He's still young.
You know what he's got going for him? What? He's tall. And Vince McMahon
he
loves tall guys.
Yeah.
Loves them. He just looks at them and goes, yeah.
Oh,
you're so tall.
He dresses up as Gold Dust. And he goes,
so the closer their crotch is to his face level, the more he loves it. Because he loves the tall guys. So the little guys get shit on, even though some of the best wrestlers are little guys.
Yeah.
Who can do things.
Yeah, though, like Rey Mysterio was great.
Yeah. But I'm not even thinking like that tiny. I'm thinking like Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was not a big dude.
No.
But he was so good.
He was great in the ring.
That he's still considered top dude forever. I mean, the guy is Mr. WrestleMania.
Yes.
Shawn Michaels. But yeah, so
kid.
He has a thing for tall dudes. And a lot of times these tall giant guys, they can't really do much.
Yeah, because they're just slow. They're too big. They're slow.
Yeah. And opponents can't do their moves on them when they're too big.
Because they can't lift them.
Unless they're like ridiculous, like obviously Cena, who isn't the tallest, but he's big. But his whole thing is he's strong.
He's very strong.
And he puts on amazing matches, and yet he gets booed. Cena's one of the best wrestlers ever.
I have to agree, because his style has changed a little bit.
He keeps adding stuff to his stuff. Sometimes he'll do a Hurricane Rana in the middle of the ring.
And
he'll just jump and do a Hurricane Rana.
What's more important, he's good on the mic.
He's great on the mic.
Yeah.
He pushes guys up while also pushing himself up. He is although he's been busier and busier lately, the dude comes back, puts on stupendous matches, and he's funny as hell. He's a good guy, and for some reason people don't seem to give him respect. But we digress. Point being, that's who's on the roster is going to be a pretty full roster for the game, and they're going to include a lot of the current storylines and the brand splits and the yada yada yada. Now, I'm interested now.
Yes,
I'm interested now.
About
that's where the WWE Universe has tweeted a photo.
They did.
How ironic. Probably a photo of us because we're talking about it. But what we are interested in is the new game because it looks really good. And first time I've been interested in a wrestling game in a long time. And I love the creator wrestlers. As you know,
yes,
I go into detail.
Okay, so pretty much almost every game every WWE game that you own, that you would create your own character.
Yeah, I would make me. I'd make Tony.
Yes, you would
I'd make our friend Eric, and then anybody else that's around at the time. And it's funny how much I will make sure that they look like us. The detail I will go into, and it's like I'll own a game, and I think 80% of the time is spent on the creator wrestler, not the actual gameplay, not the fighting. No, it's just making a character that looks just like us.
Yeah, because we're nerds. We like to wrestle. We want to wrestle.
The idea of watching us walk out into the middle of the ring and then have like Triple H give us a pedigree. Like it's just too funny.
You ever get? Well, let's see. Back in high school, there was the big craze of backyard wrestling. Did you ever have that?
Yes.
And
we had aspirations.
Yeah.
We didn't do it.
Well, I didn't do it. I've known people who have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would set up backyard wrestling. And that was a big craze back in the late 90s.
It was so big that they made a video game for PS2 called Backyard Wrestling. And it had some characters in it. This was very funny, actually. They had the Insane Clown Posse. They had New Jack, who was an ECW guy. And a couple other hardcore wrestlers in the mix with all these other people who, I guess, got big in the scene of backyard wrestling. So backyard wrestling was literally someone set up a really rinky-dink ring in their backyard, and there were tiers. There were the guys that would just put down mattresses and cardboard and stuff like that, and then there was ones that would put a little bit more effort into it. People would come to see them, and they'd basically murder each other in the ring.
They would use real glass bottles. And
fluorescent bulbs, which give poisonous. You cancer, and they'd hit each other in the head with it because they thought, this is extreme, let's do this. All of them are out of shape.
They're high school kids.
Everyone that would do but no, I'm talking about like the ones that would like take it seriously.
Oh, okay, the serious one. Okay, I know high school kids were doing
High school kids were doing it, but I'm talking about the ones that like people would actually kind of go see. Some of these guys got good enough that they went into the indie scene, which is what's going on right now. But back during this time of the 90s and early aughts, this backyard wrestling kids were breaking their necks and ripping their faces open.
Yeah, they were jumping off the roof.
It was big. It's real big.
It's big.
And I think
because they were selling videos online.
It was more just they were
infomercials for them. Yeah, because before the online thing, people were selling VHS
and DVDs.
More like VHS stuff because DVDs didn't come big until the mid 2000s or.
No, well,
it was a new technology.
Yeah,
but VHS
selling.
It was just I forget the phone numbers and stuff. They had to call in to get your backyard wrestling volume 3 type of thing, you know.
So do you want to watch a bunch of teenage kids kill themselves?
Yes. Here's 1995
Monday.
plus shipping and handling. Yeah.
But yeah, so then some of those guys got big. And then the craze kind of went away because there were way too many accidents. And the WWE responded to it by putting out little
don't try this
PSA, don't try this on. These are professionals. And then they also then changed what they were and became more of a PG presentation.
Yeah.
The indie scene and some of the televised ones, they're still sticking with the hard PG-13. But PG era started because they're like, okay, we don't want these kids killing themselves, so wrestling changed quite a bit.
Yeah, it started to become PG around pretty much after Benoit incident, right?
Yeah, that was kind of a big one too. Yeah. But that one, you can't extreme the extreme time for that. That was because that guy was, he was crazy. He had done drugs. There was, the steroids and the painkillers and all that stuff. It messed him up. It screwed him up, and that's what that whole thing happened. But yeah, so they changed their way they were. They changed like no more headshots with chairs.
Yeah, that was the thing.
No more blood on the unless if they can help it, no more blood.
Yeah.
If blood happens, then like you'll see refs running there with gloves on, stopping the blood, and then letting the match continue. which is weird for a fake.
Yeah,
fighting
I guess they were
show.
trying to make it realistic-ish.
No, I think it's more. There's laws now. You
Is that
can't.
right?
You can't just let someone bleed in the middle of an event. Like just you can't do it. There's just like you can't do the chair shots to the head anymore because of the whole concussion thing. And a lot of guys
a lot of
have
people are
concussions.
suing the W because they were getting concussed from taking hair shots. So.
Well, it's weird. People are suing, and then other guys can't wrestle anymore because of the concussions. Like Daniel Bryan, they don't allow him to wrestle anymore.
Yeah, because they recently scientists discovered this. What's it called? It's the thing with the NFL players too. It's I forgot the name. It was made into a movie with Will Smith.
Yes,
was it CT?
It's a concussion
thing. Okay, yeah. So it's
well, it was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's what it was called.
Yeah, I would look it up, but I don't even know the name. First
so the
part
Fresh
of it.
Prince disease.
All right, let me look it up.
Oh God, go this.
And now I have to.
Anyway, so the concussion thing is what keeps Daniel Bryan from wrestling, and Daniel Bryan, he's been cleared by a lot of doctors. It's just the WWE's doctors are saying negatory. They don't want to do it. But Constantine. That's called
CTE.
CTE.
Yes, CTE.
CTE, folks.
Yeah,
because you needed to know that on our video
I just
game
had
podcast.
to know because we're talking about.
I know. Why are we talking? We're talking about concussions.
We're talking about head injuries, chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
What? I can't read it from here.
CTE. We'll just call it CTE. That's the pretty much.
I don't know why we need to make sure that they know this. We're talking about wrestling and video games and stuff, but okay, now you know. Yeah. This is now becoming a medical show.
Yes.
So any medical problems, just let us know. We'll look up it on Google and prescribe medicine.
Because we're sitting right in front of a computer.
Yeah, we're doctors, basically.
Anyways.
Anywho, back to what we're saying.
Yeah, so they
changed it.
So they had to... so Daniel Bryan cannot wrestle because of this pretty much condition, so...
But the point was, backyard wrestling went away because it was too violent. There was all these kids get into it. Now there's more of the indie scene, so they're still keep sticking to the professionals doing it, but they do some crazy stuff in the indie scene. But yeah, the games, there was an actual game for PS2, backyard wrestling. I don't know if they made a sequel. They might have. But then, well, speaking of, because now we're talking about that old game. What's your favorite wrestling game?
What's my favorite wrestling game?
Yeah, like which is the game that you remember loving from wrestling?
I owned. Which one did I own? It was on NES. Which is that one? It had like. Oh yeah.
Who just joined
about
us?
Time. Jesus, can we talk about dicks now? I guess.
Well, who joined us? Who is that?
That's Kim Pop.
Oh, nice. Hello.
Yeah, he's the A guy. A. Yeah, so we're talking about head concussions right now.
Yeah, I know. No more dicks. Now we're talking about concussions.
Yeah, we'll go down from the head to the dicks in a minute. So
dick cushions.
Discussion.
So so anyway, what's your favorite wrestling game?
My favorite.
And if you want to also, if you had a wrestling game that was your favorite, just let us know.
I forget the name of the one on NES. It had the Ultimate Warrior in it.
Wait. NES? Like the first?
Yeah, the
Nintendo?
NES. It had Ultimate Warrior in it.
Really?
Let me see.
Nintendo. Wow, I didn't think of one that went back that far.
Because I remember playing that a lot.
Nintendo wrestling game. I can't even remember one for that. I mean, I'm sure there was tons of them.
It was a WWF game.
Well, yeah, WWF before it was WWE.
Yeah. Oh, what the heck was it? There was like WWF Royal Rumble for NES.
I mean, most people are gonna say obviously WrestleMania 2000.
I didn't own a SNES.
Oh,
that's
SmackDown versus Raw for GameCube. That's our friend just said that.
SmackDown versus Raw for GameCube.
Yeah, I
didn't know they had the thing.
They had it for GameCube. Actually, you know what? There was one before that. I think it was called Royal Rumble. And it had one of the best collision engines. So basically, wrestlers wouldn't go into the ropes. Arms wouldn't go through each other. Like it was really well made.
So there's some physics to that.
Yeah,
thing.
but that. Oh no, I'm thinking. You know what that was on? That was on Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
Yeah.
SmackDown versus Raw.
SmackDown versus Raw was on Dreamcast, and it was super well made. No, not SmackDown versus Raw. It was called Royal Rumble. That's what I'm thinking of.
Royal Rumble.
But SmackDown versus Raw on GameCube. Now was that the first SmackDown versus Raw? I wonder.
I don't know.
But
let's see.
I made Goku and always broke everyone's bones. Yeah, that was the thing. Again, I was talking about that. Create a Wrestler is the reason these games are so amazing. There's a game that's just about that called Fire Pro Wrestling, where people just make
their own wrestlers,
and it's freaking crazy what they can do. And pretty much every version of wrestling game I've had, I've done that. So you don't remember what the Nintendo one was called? Was it King of the Ring?
I don't remember. I'm looking for it.
I mean, it seems like you really enjoyed this game. Are you sure it was Nintendo and not Super Nintendo?
Like I didn't own a Super Nintendo. I owned a Nintendo game. It definitely looked like this. What is I think it was WrestleMania.
That's WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think it was WrestleMania.
All right, well there you go. The Nintendo game was called
Nintendo WrestleMania. Yeah, for Nintendo.
Man, that's old school.
Yeah, that was fun. I played it a lot. Yeah, that's there. I had Hulk Hogan.
Show a picture of this. This is old as fudge. It's on that screen.
Wait, I need. It's called Display Capture Show. There you go. That's out of the way. Here we go. I'm in the way. I'm in the way of this, so let me delete myself. Delete. Okay.
Oh,
so that's
Tony!
I'm gone. Yeah.
No.
All right, so this is the game.
Okay, so that's the Nintendo NES game.
NES game. There was. Let's see. Oh no, it was this one. I wonder if there's screenshots on this website. Well, it was just this.
Screenshots?
It's just one screenshot.
A tiny
little screenshot.
A horrible website.
Yeah, this is a. Oh well, but this is one of my favorite games. I remember playing it a lot as a kid. Yes. What's your favorite game? Wrestling game.
Probably okay. So there was the N64 one, which was WrestleMania 2000.
Okay.
Which was amazing. There was.
Can we get a Pong fighting game?
Pong Fighters.
Pong Fighters.
There was WrestleMania 2000. Before that was No Mercy for N64. Great games. Those were just games that were the gameplay was super good, like just perfect. Just the feel and the way you'd flick the stick to do your finishers and stuff. But then the one where we started getting into creator wrestlers and just loving that game was Attitude for PlayStation.
WWE or WWF?
WWF Attitude.
Full House fighting game was lit. Do you ever play that Full House fighting game?
No, I don't know. Is that in the show? As in the show Full House?
Yeah, Full House.
Did you get to pick Uncle Joey and then fight against?
Choose one of the Olsen twins.
Uncle Jesse versus Uncle Joey. Well, no, but there wasn't two of them on the show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. They rotated.
Yeah, because they were little brats. They're little pieces of shit, and they had to make sure that they were.
Full House
didn't
fighting
ruin
game.
the shots.
No, I'm just googling it. Full House.
I think it's a joke, Tony.
I don't know, but I googled it.
Full House Tournament Fighter. Is that that's a real thing?
I think so. Let me pull this up.
Oh God. You should be able to make it just the square in the middle here, so that we can not be blocked.
Yeah.
Right, folks?
I could do that.
Anyway.
Anyways,
oh, there you go. Yes, it was totally Full House show into a fighting game.
It was really Full House made.
Yeah, I mean, Full House was what they used to call the live shows. They weren't pay-per-views or anything. They were just live shows for people. I didn't realize they made a fighting game out of that. Wow.
Huh. Full House Tournament Fighter game.
Oh wait, no. They're talking about the actual TV show.
Oh really?
Full House TV.
Oh, I just googled it and this is what I got.
Let's see what it is.
What is it?
Now I'm really interested. I thought you meant like WWE Full House. This, holy shit. I hope this is it. Is this it?
Is this it? It's
turbo.
It's like filmed with a potato. It is.
Nice. Yeah. All right, this is fucking awesome.
Okay, so this is the thing you were talking about.
We should play.
You can choose your stage.
Oh my God, it's San Francisco and such.
I'll go Jesse versus Joey.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Look at this, folks. It's a Full House. Oh, and he does gags. Wait, why'd you pause it?
No, shoot. I'm trying to fix this part. Let me make it small. There we go.
There we go. Oh my God.
Duh.
Holy shit.
So this is Uncle Jesse versus Joey. Street Fighter style.
All right, well, you got your wish because we are now watching.
Yeah, we're watching
the Full
this.
House
I didn't even
fighting
know.
game.
I didn't even know this thing existed. Was this on a?
What do you mean?
It can't be a
It's like
system.
Mugen or something.
Yeah, this has had to be Mugen or emulator.
Well, look at that. He threw grease.
Does he do his cut his out bit?
Oh, he did his.
That's his Bullwinkle thing.
Yeah. No, he's doing the Popeye voice.
Ah. Oh, there's a finisher?
Oh, shit.
I wonder if there's...
Last time you missed with level, we completely lost audio.
Yeah. There might be
This is
an
the
echo.
finisher?
It was a legit game made by a company. Really?
Well, I mean, it looks pretty professional.
Yeah. How could that be possible? Wow, that's thanks for sharing that. I didn't even know that existed in.
Yeah, now we know. Now we know that that's a thing,
Yeah.
and we have to find a way to play that.
Yeah. How would we play it?
How do we play that? That's what I want to know.
Do you own a copy of it, Kim?
Yeah, can you send one our way?
Yeah. Just Dropbox it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Just Dropbox the game.
Yeah, just Dropbox the
Just
game.
Dropbox the ROM, and we'll figure it out.
eBay.
Really? So now we're going to eBay.
Yeah. Files fighting game.
I'm curious. How much is this game?
Yeah, so this was back in 2011. Well, there's no Wikipedia page for it.
There's no
Okay, wait. A
Wikipedia.
rare NES games sells for $1,700. I just clicked on this link.
Yeah, I don't think it's this game.
Is it? No, it was part of the.
Well, we can't just
Faucet.
buy a cartridge because
No.
we need a system to play it on.
Yeah, what system though? Is it on? It's NES, right?
That look better than NES graphics.
Yeah. Oh, this is a forum. Okay, so
Well, we'll do
investigate
research and we will look
later.
into that.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find it online somewhere. But that's amazing. I didn't realize there was one.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you
something
for
to
that.
talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, we can play.
Yes.
We'll play that on air.
I mean, which character would you pick out of the Full House?
Let's see. Probably Uncle Jesse. I think everyone's gonna want to pick Uncle Jesse.
because he's cool.
No one's gonna pick Uncle Joey. Come on.
Joey.
That's just ridiculous.
Because he's the doofus.
He was annoying.
Yes.
And he dated Alanis Morissette.
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
That one song that got her famous.
Uh-huh.
That supposedly is about Dave Coulier. Because they had a horrible breakup.
Interesting.
Well, they're Canadian, and she was a Canadian pop star, and
Mm-hmm.
he met her because he was a comedian in Canada, and they were dating, and then they broke up, and then she wrote that song and became famous as being like an edgy, angsty singer. But she used to be a pop singer before.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dave Coulier.
Dave Coulier. Does he still
Cut
work?
it out.
It's just,
I have not seen him.
yeah. I've seen John Stamos doing stuff.
Stamos does things. Yeah, he gets
Mhm.
work. And what's his face is a comedian.
Oh, yeah, Bob Saget.
Bob
the
Saget.
most disgusting.
He says more dirty jokes in a
jokes.
minute
Yeah.
than most people do in their entire
Yeah,
act.
everybody thinks he's a clean
Yeah.
guy because he plays a dad on the show.
Also because of funny home videos.
Yeah, that too. So, but when you see him live doing a stand-up, he talks about
Bluer than blue.
He talks about everything that you don't want to talk
Yeah.
about. He's opposite.
Extremely blue.
Yeah, he's opposite what you think. So.
Yeah. He is not ABC approved.
Mm-hmm.
He is bluer than blue.
Yep.
So we figured out that your favorite was
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 4
for the
the
Nintendo.
That's going back.
Yes. So what is your
Mine was Attitude.
WT ad?
Yeah, WWF.
F. It's W. That's
Yeah, it
right.
was still before.
F
WWF Attitude for PlayStation. The first PlayStation.
PS.
What's right there? That's pictures of it. Attitude.
Okay. This guy right here.
That's the cover.
Attitude.
Attitude.
Had The Rock. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like the best era.
That's why it had just everybody that you needed, and you do stunners after stunners after stunners, and hey Dave, I know you'll probably go away in a second. We're talking about wrestling video games.
Is that Dave from Dave?
That's Dave. Hey,
Awesome.
Dave.
Hey, how's
Dave.
Oregon treating you?
What's your favorite wrestling game in Oregon, Dave? I don't know why it has to be in Oregon.
I'm sure it's still Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch is your favorite wrestling game in Oregon. No, not this time.
He just texted you something.
Yeah, I'm not even going to say
message?
what he said, but let's just say he posted something in a message board.
Okay.
In my little message thread
That's
with
right.
him.
Or, I'm part of it. I just keep it silent.
Yeah, just don't read it.
Well, I'm going to read it since you're reading it.
Yeah, but don't read it out loud.
Okay.
Or you could. Who cares?
I can't even find it now.
Anyway.
Never mind. I'll look at it.
So wrestling game favorite Attitude. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I like the most. And I remember times of being betraying people.
Betrayal.
I just don't. I mean, it's been so long. I don't even know what it looks like. I'm sure it looked like shit. But back in the day.
All right, let's look up game footage.
That looked fun. Or you just click on video, dude. You just click on video.
Videos.
Did
finishers, all characters. I always do finishers.
That's fine.
Yeah, just all finishers.
There we go.
It wasn't full screen yet at that time.
Oh shit. Memories.
Oh no. Yeah.
The Godfather. Headmaster Trasher. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, this is definitely PS1 graphics.
Al Snow.
It was all polygons and.
I mean, for the time, this looked great.
Yeah, I mean,
if you really think about it, that looks amazing
if you
for a
compare
PlayStation
this,
1 game.
Yeah, if you compare this to today,
yeah,
this is shit. But back in our day, it
oh,
was like,
Dr. Death.
This was better than the 8-bit that we were used to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a 3D. A 3D. Let's look at this shit. Look at it. Look at it.
It's like we're looking at it. Triple H.
Oh my God, Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter got him in the Cobra Clutch. Not the Cobra Clutch. What was this finisher?
He did Camel Clutch. No, that was Cobra Clutch.
Cobra Clutch. Cobra Clutch.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was right.
Cobra Clutch. Oh my God, Mark Marrow. I remember Mark Marrow.
Shamrock. Ken Sham. Oh, China and
Sable and China. Oh shit. Oh, yeah. Sable Bomb.
Booyah.
Road Dogg and Edge. Oh, I forgot. That was Edge's finisher before he started doing the spear.
What was it?
He used to do the spear, but he did like a Edge, something Edge. Val Venus! Splash. Really weird splash. Draws.
Oh, the paralyzer?
Yeah, he's. Oh. That's messed up. He got paralyzed.
Yes.
Draws. China. She used to do the pedigree. That's right. Because she took it from him. Yes. Steve Blackman.
That's right.
Jacqueline. I remember Jacqueline.
Oh, yeah. She does.
I like the turnaround on the top rope.
She does a headbutt.
And a really bad headbutt that didn't actually touch her. Jarrett.
Double J.
Who did the move that now The Miz does.
Yeah, the skull crushing finale.
But Jeff Jarrett used to do it first. And then he also did the figure four. Basically, The Miz stole everything that Jeff Jarrett used to do.
I see. Hey, Toby, could you react to my diss track, please? It would mean a whole lot. Diss track. Well, where would I find his diss track? Diss track.
Huh, Paul Bearer from the top rope. Ken Shamrock.
Oh.
Owen Hart. He's dead.
Oh, sad.
Ankle lock. That's right. He used to do an ankle lock.
That's right. Now, what's his name's doing the ankle lock? Not Gable.
Jordan,
because he's his...
Well, no, Gable does it too.
Yeah, that's right. They both do it now.
They both do it because Gable also that's his hero as well. Yeah. So it's very weird.
Angle. Yeah, it's...
He should have just said both of them were surprise twins and they were...
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, like...
I think that'd be another fun thing.
Yeah, to reveal Gable's actually his twin brother.
Yes. And that would totally make sense. All three of them.
Yes, exactly.
Him managing them. That'd be actually great. But who's Jason Jordan fighting this?
The feud is with The Miz.
Okay. And is the belt online? Is it the belt online?
I don't know if the belt's online.
So it's the Miz Taraj versus Jason Jordan?
Yeah.
That's it? it's 3v1.
No.
Wait,
It's like
3-on-3, right?
they keep mixing people in.
Yeah, for the last the feud, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
Damn,
I think the Hardys got involved for a little bit.
Stop posting links. Right. Oh yeah, that's right. Nightbot. I don't know how. I need to disable it. Oh.
The hell's Nightbot?
Nightbot is a moderation thing. It's supposed to like block out spammers.
Oh, so it stopped them from giving us the link?
Yeah, let me turn it off. I'll let them.
Oh, chokeslam!
Let's see. Spam protection.
Oh, tombstone.
Okay, try it again. Try sending me the link again.
Farouk. I forgot how many people were in this game. Yeah, everybody.
Everybody was in this
game. The Acolytes, APA, The Rock, Rock Bottom.
All right, so he wants... Okay, so somebody online, Zombie God 777, wants us to react to a video. And hopefully it's not something... Penises. And we're going to... It's a YouTube link, so it's probably already been... Approved. So we're going to look at this.
All right, folks. We're watching a video that we have no idea what it is.
Yeah, we have no idea. It's a diss track.
Is this something you put together?
It's, I guess he put together. It's a diss track. So he's...
Yo, Cole, I'm sorry I had to do this to you, but you brought this shit on yourself for all the shit that you put me and my friends through.
Interesting.
It's a diss track, so let's listen to his diss track.
Well, what does that mean?
Every time you start beef with me, that makes you relevant. Without me, you're irrelevant.
I don't know.
At least my channel ain't 90% about dead memes, and some people call me a leafy copycat. Like, really? Look at your channel and look at my channel. Your whole style is leafy. You're riding a leafy dick. Grow the fuck up and get some balls. Be original. Look at me. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. Fuck you. All my subscribers are real, unlike you. No one fears you, little boy. Go to the gym and lift some weights. You're so...
Okay.
Yeah, we're not really interested in helping you
diss somebody. Unless it didn't really sound like a... I thought it would be more like rap dissing.
Well, no, it's just him talking or him rapping over nothing.
Is it really rapping?
Yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah. I don't know what that
we're about positivity here.
Not just that. This is a video game page.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
I'm sorry, man, but that's cringy. Yeah. It was pretty cringy.
Who was that?
I don't know. It's just a random. Like, oh, I'll do things for random, so why not?
Yeah, well, that's not.
I was hoping it was more rap.
rap.
But it was just more like
tap.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, we're not really gonna help you diss somebody.
Yeah.
But anyway, so video games come a long way, huh?
Yep, video games have come a long way.
We're still talking about. It took me 3 days. It took you 3 days for that? Okay.
Look, you guys, it took me 3 days. Really? It took you 3 days to put that together?
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. It's not really what we're gonna play here.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So sorry about that.
But YouTube beef turns not to be very fun. Put it nicely.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like you got a problem with some dude. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with us.
Mm-hmm.
You go settle it with him.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it was.
This reminds me of something. So last night I tried a new game.
$100 per hour in the studio.
Nice.
Me and my guy go back.
What?
Me and my guy go back.
Me and that guy go back.
The guy
of yours.
I just love reactions.
Okay, well.
So that's our reaction.
Our reaction is.
It's like, we'll pass.
Pass.
Nice try though.
So I was playing a game online on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a free game. It's called America's Army.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically insurgency.
Like I think I've heard of that. I mean, there's like a series of that.
Yeah, and there's one that's for free on PlayStation.
I think that is actually sponsored by the military.
No, it is.
It's to recruit people.
It's to recruit people. But here's what's funny. So I played it just to try it out last night because it's free. Why the hell not? And I was in a room with a bunch of 16-year-olds freaking calling each other horrible names. The N-word was flying around.
Well, of course that's going to happen.
Derogatory terms towards gays. Just like really, it was awful. It was an awful experience. The game itself was like, okay, this is basically Counter-Strike / Insurgency. I could get into the game. But every time the round would end, all it was people going, "You little bitch, you little bitch, I'll fucking kill you, you little bitch, suck a dick, suck a dick." Like all it was.
That's COD.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
it's Call of Duty, but this is even more to the extreme.
Really?
Because you can hear everything so perfectly.
Here's some gameplay from America's Army Proving Grounds. Fun propaganda, which it is.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by the American government.
Well, the American government realizes that there's a bunch of kids who are just using it to bully.
Hey,
El
fucking
Scorcho's
stupid.
following us.
Hey,
How close that was.
None of us.
Mr. El Scorcho was following us. Very nice. Anyway, so all it is these
thanks,
teenage
Spy.
kids.
You're so good at this game.
Balling up to each other and getting all
shoot
like,
you in the back
"Fuck you,
too?"
Yep,
man,
shot me in the
kick your
back.
ass, blah, 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 blah." And they were talking like prison talk and stuff, and it's just a bunch of kids. It was just a bunch of kids. At one point, one of them, he boasted
we got that
he could shoot his jizz faster than the gun shoots bullets. And then I'm like,
that
so
doesn't
he's
make
boasting
sense.
about premature ejaculation? Like that's a boast? Like I don't think he understands. Man, women love it when you come fast. Like I don't think he understands how that works.
Yeah.
Because he's a kid, and that's what this game is for.
Yeah.
But if I could mute all of them, it's super simplistic and kind of fun. I kind of like the mechanics. It really is insurgency.
Well,
I mean, you look at it, it's insurgency.
Yeah.
And if you know what insurgency is, then you don't play Steam.
Yeah.
Because insurgency is basically Counter-Strike, but you can actually aim with the iron sights, and it's a fun game. But yeah, there's this weird like they're supposed to get people into the army, but they have a system where you just throw a bandage on a guy who's dead and he becomes alive again, just like in the real army. And then when you get shot badly, you just put a bandage on the same leg over and over again, and you're great.
Yay. America's Army, and it's free on Steam right now, or you say it's on?
No, it's not. Well, it's probably everywhere, but I played it on PS4. It's actually free on PS4.
PS4, okay.
Because again, it's propaganda, so they want to make sure as many people can play it as possible.
That's your text.
Did they say something about the game?
Let me go back here. Kim Pop says, I don't know.
That's the diss shit.
If it's satirical comedy, I might enjoy. Okay, so
yeah, exactly. If it was clever,
I enjoy. Just kidding. They're cool. I think they were talking about us. They're cool. First time I met them, I spent like 20 minutes talking about dicks with them. I guess he wants to talk about dicks. All right, Kim.
There's some. You know what? Is this a new trend with the kids today? Where every one of them wants to talk about dicks.
I don't know.
These kids, they were in this game I was playing. There was more talking about dicks than like, hey, there's this hot chick I saw. No, they just want to talk about dicks.
In the game?
In the game. Everything's about suck a dick, you suck dick, your mom has dick, this dick, everybody dick, dickity dick. Like, it's just all dicks. Suck my dick, you're gonna suck my dick, I'm gonna get your dick, I'm gonna fill the dick, I'm gonna put my dick in your face, I'm gonna fuck your ass with my dick. Like, they get really they get real like homophobic, but all they're talking about is gay sex. That's all they talk about, and yet they're homophobic.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
But all they talk about is gay sex.
Yes.
It's like they need to like stop a second and go, what are you guys talking about? Obviously, there's things going on in your mind, man. Just accept it. You're gay. Yeah. That's why you're playing this aggro game, because you're gay. Right. It's okay nowadays.
Throw out
accept it.
A bandage
things
revives them. Does that mean throwing on a condom at a pregnant woman causes them to stop being pregnant?
Yes.
Yes.
If you throw it hard enough.
Yeah, within the game, yeah.
In the game logic, you just walk out and unwrap the condom and lay it on their belly, and suddenly the baby just disappears. Goes back in time to a time before that baby existed.
Bro, we are progressives. Everyone is pretty gay now. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and everything. That's cool. Everyone's gay. I like it.
Everyone's gay. We're cool.
Yeah.
We're cool with being
Everyone's
gay.
cool with each other. Unlike we promised before we started the show we were not going to talk about politics.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep it like that.
We don't want to talk
but
about...
we could if we wanted to, but we're not.
Unless, So we should try that game tonight. I miss Counter-Strike type games.
Try the game.
Oh, that's El Scorcho saying that. We should try that game.
No, we're going to try that game because I'm telling you, it's basically...
Oh, that's right. You and Mike are going to play that game
We're PlayStation
tonight?
buddies,
Yeah.
so we're going to do that. Mike already tried it. Dave, he already tried it. I saw that this thing. I haven't gotten what he said yet about it. But if his experience was like mine, it's going to be nice to play a game where we can only hear each other. That's the biggest part.
Roses are red. I don't know what else to say other than my dad calls me gay.
Well, he loves his gay son. I love my gay son. If you know what movie that's from, then you're cool.
Yeah.
If you don't, then there you go.
So yeah. Anyways, back to wrestling. we were trying to.
Well, we're on video games.
We're
now.
on video
Might as well
games,
stay on this
wrestling.
shit.
We're kind of like progressing and talking about like.
So when we're talking about the wrestling game, we already get excited, but now we're talking about this. So
Yeah,
what's your favorite first-person shooter?
It's got to be Counter-Strike because that was the first-person shooter I just like almost dropped out of school because of. And so it started out as a mod, Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike was a mod of Half-Life.
Half-Life, and I introduced it to Finn, one of our friends, and he had a roommate at the time at UCLA, and I introduced him. I gave him a copy of my Half-Life and downloaded the mod, and they nonstop played it. And Finn's roommate pretty much failed his whole semester because of Counter-Strike. His A keyboard, the A on his keyboard was faded out. That's if you have a faded out
he was
keyboard.
Constantly moving left.
Because
this is what that would mean.
I
if
guess
you're
so.
constantly wearing out the A.
Yeah,
and
if
moving
you
left.
pretty much
constantly.
all of his buttons, WASD buttons were faded out basically. If you have
Tony, you have a keyboard where the WASD keys are white compared to the rest of the keys that are black.
Yes.
So that you know exactly where you put your fingers.
Yes, and they're also contoured. These are aftermarket products.
Counter-Strike for years, because of Counter-Strike, it made me, whenever I would go to type something on a computer and I would just rest my hand on the keys, it would always go WASD, no matter what.
Yeah.
It was just like instinct. What's the suggestion for our safety?
By the way, I offer suggestion for the channel S6 for your own safety. Yes.
Does this have to do with the little versus thing? I don't think we have to worry about that.
Like, are we in danger of something?
Is blue offensive to someone? Does North Korea not like blue?
Same for me, Andrew. I will whisper it to you so nobody gets an idea. Okay. Okay.
What the hell is it? I don't understand. Oh, is he trying to like tell us to do something?
Yeah, he'll just message me later.
Anyway,
I'll still
exactly.
The
three keys. So Dave's agreeing with me. The WASD was ingrained into us because of Counter-Strike.
Yep.
And then Insurgency, funny enough, was another mod that tried to be a little more realistic. I used to play the fuck out of that game. Insurgency was the shit. Love that game.
Always ready to
play WASD. Thank you, Dave. See, Dave knows. Dave gets it. I want that shirt.
Wait, El Scorcho's Dave?
That's Dave. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Mike.
No.
Mike is who?
Mike doesn't have a Twitch.
I thought he does. I always thought he was El Scorcho.
Mike has like a Pornhub.
Okay.
I don't think he has. He doesn't have a Twitch. He's more of a Pornhub guy.
I see.
He's one of those dudes.
I thought he was on Steam. Well,
it's Mike.
Okay.
Has the other one. This is Dave.
Okay.
Anyway, Dave, what was your what's your favorite first-person shooter? Not Overwatch.
Oh.
We are all Pornhub guys. True, but I'm saying like he's the Pornhub guy. What is your favorite, Dave? What's your favorite first-person shooter? Now, you take 2 minutes for him to hear me ask that.
Yeah, because it takes about 2 minutes to
get to him.
Yeah. My chat is disappearing.
No, not the chat.
No. He has to think about it for a second.
More delay. Go make yourself something to snack on and then come back to us with the answer.
Yeah.
So again, can't be Overwatch because that's our current favorite.
That is our favorite.
Which is the shit.
Yeah, I still need to get a PS4 so I can play with you guys.
Yes. So we can have a constant 6-stack.
Yes. Sent. Oh yeah, that's right. He sent me a message.
So we got some private secret stuff going on. I don't know what that is.
Yes.
But it's secret message stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. He sent me a
we
message.
got double.
I'm looking at my.
So we got some private secret stuff going on. I don't know what that is.
Yes. Okay.
Anywho.
Here's this.
So Dave's thinking of it. Tony's looking up stuff. I'm staring at the camera. And I'm just like, Counter-Strike was great.
Okay.
Echo for the win. Team Fortress 2, I never played. That's Dave's answer. Team Fortress 2, and I played a ton of it. Then it became all about hats. I hear people are worried that Overwatch is going to become Team Fortress 2 because that's what it's like about dancing and various costumes and stuff. And it's less about the game. But I always wanted to play Team Fortress 2. I never played it. I always heard it was good. And I know that Overwatch took a lot from it. Like tons from it.
Oh yeah, the team-based games like that.
Yeah,
yes.
team-based classed shooters and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it was kind of like an homage to a lot of shooter games. That's what Overwatch is.
Yeah, it's every style of kind of thing you can think of. Obviously, Soldier's a Call of Duty like player character, and there's ones that are from the MOBA stuff. Battlefield 2 was pretty good.
2. Yeah,
actually, Battlefield 2. Tony and I once went to Mike's house and we played a LAN party there.
This is like years ago.
He had 4 computers set up.
I remember this. Yes, because I remember all our LAN parties.
Well, I remember this because I was the one that gave him a bunch of PC keys. Because I used to work at GameStop.
That's right. We used to steal games. We all stole games one time.
And I gave him a bunch of PC keys, and we played Battlefield 2. And it was the shit because it was like we're right next to each other planning stuff. I was throwing out demolition and he was like spotting shit and he was squad leader. And the squad system in Battlefield 2 was perfect. They kept screwing it up every other version.
I think I used.
Did you really? I don't even think I knew you then.
Yeah.
I just know that Fenn got them from me and then he distributed it amongst the others. So yeah, you probably did. You probably did one of those PC keys because I got a few of them. I knew the tricks at GameStop. They're tricks. But that's too funny that if you had one of those, that's funny.
Do you know which one?
We've known each other for years.
Yes, years and years.
I was the PC key guy. But yeah, Battlefield 2 was great. Every single Battlefield afterwards has always felt a little, I don't know, not quite the same. Battlefield 1 is this weird controversial thing because a lot of the guys in the groups don't like it, where I like it. I know Mike likes it, and I want to play it more.
But why is not?
Here's the problem with that game. It takes about an hour to get into a match.
What do you mean an hour?
You just like you get in there as friends, and then you click on something, and you wait, and you wait, and you fucking wait to get into a match, and then I guess then once you get into the match, you have to just stay with that one game because you don't want to have to go out and then look for another match again. So that part is just angering. I like the game. I play the game, but I haven't played it much because it's not like Overwatch. With Overwatch, you click it, and then maybe you have to wait a couple minutes at the most, but eventually you get in a game, and then you're there. You're just playing the game, and if you want to pull out, you pull out, you go to the next match. It's not like that with Battlefield. Battlefield is just fucking waiting and load screens. Everyone's getting frustrated, and sadly, it's ruined the experience for those who would have forgave it for its mechanical problems, but because the loads are so bad. Because the game is beautiful. Battlefield 1's one of the best looking games ever on PS4. It looks great. And it has tanks, and the maps are huge, and the weapons feel satisfying when you kill someone. Those load times are ridiculous. EA servers, man.
Yep.
EA servers. EA.
Yeah, it's EA for you.
Trying to become the same size as you. Because I was close to the camera and I became big.
I see.
Now I'm the same size as you. There we go. Okay. Anyway,
so Battlefield, it's matches last pretty long because the maps are just huge.
It's a huge map.
Yeah.
EA challenged by everything.
Gotta run. Have fun, boys.
I will see you on that game later, and we can get called the N-word by a bunch of kids. So, peace.
Peace out.
Thanks for following.
Thank you.
But yeah, so it's good game. Could be great.
Yeah.
Load times are shit. Yeah. Because the community is good, and they try to add content and stuff. But it's one of those games where you have to buy the game twice to really enjoy it.
Twice? So you have to buy the DLC?
You buy the game, and then you buy the
It's a DLC to
like a
it?
DLC season pass thing, which is almost the same price as the game.
Yeah.
So it's like you're buying the game twice. That's the new EA thing to do. They did that with the last Battlefront, the Star Wars game, and people were pissed because you literally bought the game for $60 and they bought the season pass for $50. So this time,
what do you get in these?
New maps, new modes, new characters over a period of a year.
Okay.
But they got pissed. Most of the fans of that game are not fans of the game. So the next game, the next Battlefront, the Star Wars game, they're going to do it so that you buy the game, and then everything else comes out for free. Yeah. Like Overwatch.
Okay, so this is how Overwatch makes money. Through cosmetics.
Yeah. Which is what every game is supposed to do. Yeah, every game should do it like this.
If you want like this cool skin or whatever, you could buy these boxes and randomly get it, or just buy it straight up with the points.
With the coins. Yeah. So you buy the random boxes, and either you're going to get it or you're going to get money, and the money you then use to buy exactly what you want. Of course. Or you play the game a lot, get the boxes, and randomly get it. So the money is just to accelerate your chances of getting the things that you can normally just play and get. And guess what? It changes nothing about the gameplay. Yeah. It's nothing to do with pay to win and all that. But a lot of games don't do that. They have DLCs and season passes, and you pay microtransactions to get things that actually mean something in the game.
South Park did an episode of that. Microtransaction.
Freemiums.
It's still a big thing, and games are free, but
I played one of those freemium games. It's a basketball game called 3-on-3.
Yeah. That's right. You tell me about it.
Yeah, but that game, it's done in just the way that you don't really have to spend money to have fun with the game, but you clearly can see when people have. And that's a game where your characters get leveled up. You get better skills. You can do more things in the game, and you can pay money to do it quicker.
That's true.
So someone who just started the game suddenly has a level 5 character who can do everything. The thing is, that doesn't mean they're good players. So there's plenty of people who've paid all this money to get all the tricks and stuff and don't know how to play basketball. So we beat them anyway because it's just fundamentals.
Yeah, so it's basically they bought all the tools in their tool chest, but they don't know how to use the tools.
It's like you're handing a guy a 100-piece tool set and say, fix my car. Yeah. Doesn't work like that. They have to know what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, wait, this is
well, that's a long one.
Let me...
Well, we got a long message, folks. We're gonna read this one here. My one withdrawal from Overwatch is their events, adding fun game modes that they take away. I feel like the game would be 10 times more popular if all the game modes because then people would then make specialized communities for those game modes. See, what you're saying is kind of correct. It sucks that they take the game modes out of the events, but the reason they don't keep them is Blizzard doesn't want to divide up the player base. They don't want people to be like, oh, everyone's playing this mode now, so now suddenly I can't just play a straight game anymore.
Well, that's why they have arcade. They have the arcade.
No, that's what he's talking about. He's saying they add modes to the arcade, but then they take them away. And I'm saying the reason Blizzard does it is if they kept every single one of those events, all you're doing is making wait times on the games longer because suddenly people aren't playing all the modes anymore. People will just stay in one mode while everybody else is abandoning other modes, and then suddenly you want to go, well, I want to play this one. Well, no, everyone's playing this one. I don't like that one. So you can't divide up your fan base like that. That's why they do that. That's why they can't keep those events ever. Plus, it keeps it fresh. You get tired of the game if you keep playing the same one. Here's a new mode. Try that one out. Then you play that mode, and then once that mode gets sick to you, there's another mode. Yeah. And you don't have to worry about that old mode. Plus, there's customized matches for that community. You can make those modes. You just select them, and boom, that's the mode. One of my favorite modes in Overwatch was No Limits. They don't do No Limits anymore.
Really?
Not in the arcade. It's not there.
That's right. It was only an event thing. That's right.
No Limits just comes and goes, but now they don't do it at all.
Oh, I always
They don't do it at all because people found out that if you pick a certain, like say you pick 6 monkeys, 6 Winstons and stuff,
it's like,
you can win a game pretty easily, or 6 Torbjorns, you can defend a point pretty easily. So people would just do that, and then they just win all the boxes and stuff. So they got rid of No Limit. You can still do it, though, in the game editor, the one you make your own games.
Oh, it's still in the arcade.
You just a rule. You just hit it and you boom, but you don't get points for it.
I see.
And again, it makes sense.
So if you, I don't really play the arcades that much that I didn't even notice. Like if you play an arcade custom game, you don't get points.
They changed. Actually, they took it out of the. It wasn't the arcade. Now they took it out, made its own thing. It just is game browser.
Okay, yeah.
And it allows you to browse custom games or make your own custom game. And you can go in there and literally just hit preset rules, no limits, start a game, and then others can find you and join you. And now you're playing no limits, just like before, except you don't make any money. You don't make points.
Points.
Yeah.
Well, the game modes would also have AI options, right? But I wouldn't see everyone staying purely in one mode. For example, when comp pisses you off, you go and play Lucio Ball.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's why they do it, because they figure people aren't. If all those modes are there, there's going to be certain modes that people aren't going to play, and then it just takes up server room, and. Like I'm not saying that it's not a good idea, but I know why Blizzard does it.
Yeah,
it just makes sense.
They're pretty particular with their
because this game has millions of players, and you got to take into account that if there's millions of players, there's a lot of maintenance having to do on the servers because they can't have anything go down.
Yeah.
So the more modes you have, the more servers are running for those modes, the more problems for everybody else. So I used to work for a video game company, so I kind of understand that. You can't just give everybody what they want, because it would fuck everyone. If you give everyone what they wanted, because then you're thinning out the resources that's needed. You know, these games, the people think there's millions of people working for them, but it's not. There's millions of people using it, but the companies themselves, Blizzard is huge. It's huge, but it's not as many as the actual people playing.
Unless Blizzard decides to have people have host their own game, but which never going to happen.
No, some of the cheaper games do that. Which causes. I've never played a game that's been smooth where it relies on a person to be the host of the game. That free game, the basketball game, people host it. That's how it works. It's on the host side. There's a main server, but someone takes the most of the load when you start the game up. And of course, it never works out. There's always problems, lag and all that. And then Overwatch has lag, even with Blizzard's size. Of course, it's only one game. Blizzard has 5 major online games or something, or 6 major online games.
Yeah, so they have Overwatch, they got
Heroes of the Storm,
they got Hearthstone, WoW, of course,
and then Diablo's
still out there, and StarCraft,
so six huge multiplayer games, massive multiplayer games, and so they have to take care of all of those and make sure all of those run correctly. And even they still have problems because there's people who attack their servers, there are people who do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Blizzard is huge, but their Overwatch team isn't like thousands of people, just as many people as their credits menu. Mine is VAs and such. Yeah, exactly. So exactly, you take Blizzard and then you give there's the Overwatch team, and that Overwatch team's a fraction of the Blizzard team, and they have to keep the game running correctly.
Yep.
And you know what? For a game like that, it's a AAA game. Obviously, they really do a lot. They're constantly updating that game. They're constantly fixing, patching stuff. The deathmatch is coming. They're constantly testing material out. They do so much for that
Jeff
game
is
community.
actually online on the forums listening to people what they want.
And there's plenty of people who yell and say, oh, those guys don't give a shit about us. They don't hear us. They don't want to do anything to change what we want. It's like, there are millions of us. And there's Kaplan and a crew of a couple hundred. Who are bringing this game that is it's not just one of the biggest games, one of the biggest moneymaker games ever, because it's a great game. I love Overwatch, and I'll complain about it too, but it's still, I'm not going to say they should do anything. And then we got another comment here. Right now, it seems to have a real bad connection problem. You know what? I know what you're talking about, because lately there's been issues getting into games. Lucio Ball, for some reason, seems to be really dragging on the servers.
Is that right?
Yeah, because they just put out a patch to fix the Lucio Ball problem of people in competitive not being able to pair up with their buddies. But yeah, and who was that by?
That's Kim.
Okay.
Kim Kebab.
Yeah, just let's make sure we always say who's saying it, just so the people know.
Kim Pops.
Kim Pops. Thanks, Kim Pops. But yeah, right now there's been a lot of lag.
There's this
for PS4. I don't know if there is on the PC.
On the PC, I think he's probably talking about PC because he plays PC. On the PC, there's a service called Haste. It was free a couple months ago, which give you which they specialize for Overwatch and Leagues of Legends for a faster connection. So
what?
Yeah. So what it does, it's like an external program that searches for what's it called? The fastest network.
Kim says, I got an ego boner hearing my name.
Kim.
Well, you know what? Because you're actually asking questions and speaking to us, unlike some others. Unless you have a diss video you want to put. You got a diss rap you want to put out?
It has to be very clever, though.
Yeah, it's got to have actual music behind it.
And you actually like rapping.
Yeah.
You can't just be dissing.
Yeah, I can't just be like, I don't like you. You suck.
Yeah, you suck.
Because that's not very good.
Yeah. Anyway, so Haste. Have you tried Haste, Kim, on PC for the Overwatch?
Haste.
Haste. It's a service.
Actually finds you faster servers.
Faster connections. Yes. And the ping just goes down like that. I used to.
Do you do all the port forwarding stuff for the Blizzard servers?
No.
Because that's a lot of.
Oh, is that what you have to do?
That's another technique.
Okay, I should try to look up.
So port forwarding, you put in a certain number, which is what those particular servers use. It's a port they use, and you're basically opening it up on your network, so that there's not that extra step of going to the port, requesting an entrance, and then going in. You already have the port number there, so it knows exactly what port to go to. And a lot of online games, when you do tech support, that's one of the first things you tell people: have a connection problem, get into our servers, put in these port numbers, and you should be able to connect. PlayStation has their own port numbers. PC games have them for various ones. A lot of them use the same port, so it's not that big of a deal.
Sadly, no. I mainly watch my friends because I'm not competitive.
You know, I'm not that great. My competitive score is relatively low. I'm like in the 1500s. Yeah. I'm not a high player.
First time I played the season, I got 1500, but now I'm just averaging bronze.
I was bronze. I got to silver, and now I'm back to bronze in the new season. The new season is going to end possibly next week, and then it's going to start 3 days later. This is going to be the quickest turnaround for a season ever.
Oh, don't they? Well, so they'll give us a new event or whatever in between.
No.
Right?
The events and the seasons are separate. They're not really. They're not connected in any way. The season starts up next week, and then the event ends the following week, the 28th. But yeah, so I'm not that great of a player. I play more casual. I just like quick play. You know, I play tanks. I'm a tank player because I'm a casual player.
Now I play quick play. It's just like nobody's know what they're doing, and
people play weird on quick play now.
Yeah, it's just a different feel.
Yeah,
it's, people know what they're doing on competitive, and it's very nerve wracking.
Kim says all my friends are tactical and hardcore, so I feel like a weight. You should play with Tony.
Yeah,
he's a casual player.
Casual, but I still play.
He still plays good. He's just casual.
Tactically, yes.
You can play casually and tactically.
Do you have a Overwatch or PlayerUnknown? Because I've been playing that a lot.
I want that to come to console. No, it is on console actually.
What, PlayerUnknown?
I think so.
No, it's coming to Xbox.
It's coming to Xbox. That's right.
But PlayerUnknown is like the most popular streamed game right now on Twitch. So.
There is a game coming out for Xbox that's already being tested on PC, which you may want to try, called Gigantic. Have you heard of that one?
No, what is Gigantic?
Gigantic is a action MOBA, basically like Overwatch, with character class stuff. That is, you can bring it up since we've been doing that all day.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that.
So Gigantic, it's a very cartoony. Got Overwatch on PC. Very hesitant.
I'm getting PUBG.
Well, you can private message him your stuff.
Steam, so
yeah, you private message him your username, and then he'll play with you.
Well, yeah.
But
we chat back and forth anyways.
Yeah, so there you go. Just give it to him. You don't have to put it up here because we know this place attracts people who like to put dicks on stuff. But Gigantic, it's a 5-on-5 action MOBA kind of game where different classes of characters, a lot more melee as well as shooting, and the actual game itself.
What was the name again?
Gigantic.
Gigantic gameplay. Here we go.
Okay, just typing gigantic gameplay because we don't want to play another person's video.
I know. I don't subscribe to YouTube Red, so I have to watch these stupid ads.
Yeah, so that's another guy's video.
Yeah, but I just go fast forward.
Yeah, but he's going to be in it.
No, well, he's not. Is he?
There, all right, this is Gigantic.
Yeah.
So Gigantic is basically.
Oh, it looks like Windwalker a bit.
Yeah, exactly. It has sort of a Zelda Windwalker look, and it's a lot of melee stuff. What's really cool is the way it works is there are two gods on each side. That's one god, that big guy in the distance there. And then the other team has a god, the bad guys and the good guys. You fight. The more kills you get, the more powered up your god gets. When your god gets to full power, he attacks the other god.
I see.
Pins them to the ground. You then attack the bad god, and if you hurt it 3 times in a match, you win the game. So the strategy is get kills, then go and attack the god. If you're the guy, if your god is being attacked, then you have a chance to defend your god, and if you can defend your god for the amount of time the attack happens, you are okay for that round. And it just goes back and forth until somebody gets 3 successful attacks on the other person's god. And as you can see, it has melee attack. It's a third person melee attack. Everyone has certain skills, certain special attacks. They have like ultimate like abilities, just like in Overwatch. It looks freaking beautiful. It looks like a cartoon.
So it looks like cute Smite. Smite is another game.
Yeah,
like
there you
third
go.
person.
It's a very Smite but cute, but more Overwatch in that it's not like most MOBAs. I think you can pretty much pick whoever you want. It's more action oriented. It's more of an Overwatch style game.
I see.
But and there's good guys and bad guys. So each side has their own characters that are completely separate from each other.
Oh, so you're not facing the same.
Exactly. But the classes tend to be the same.
I see.
So they just look different, and they have their abilities are slightly different, but made to kind of fight each other. And I love how you come into it. You fly into the scene.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool.
The maps look pretty big, and it's on PC right now, so you can play it on PC. I think they may even have a way to sign up. Well, no, I think you have to pre-order it to play it now, their beta. But it just looks really fun, and I'm really hoping if it does well on PC, it's going to come to console. That's what they want. But the game just freaking looks awesome.
It looks,
like last time I saw a game like that got me all interested just from the look of it was Overwatch. That and Battleborn. When I saw Battleborn, I was like, oh shit, I want to play it. And then it came out, and I played the beta, and Battleborn, I just couldn't get into it. It was so... I guess I'm not that big of a MOBA fan, because you literally have to shoot a guy, reload, shoot a guy, reload, shoot a guy, and then they die.
Well,
and then there's bots everywhere too, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a MOBA fan.
I'm not much of a MOBA fan myself. I don't really like Leagues of Legends for some reason.
Yeah, League of Legends is huge.
It's huge in Korea. It's like their national sport. League of Legends is South Korea's national sport. And
that's a big one.
Yeah, so I tried playing it. It's just that it's very disorienting because there's a lot of things going on. But I'm able to do Overwatch fine, even though it's pretty disorienting. But like, I just when I watch a competitive play, like, I'm not sure what they're exactly doing, but they're killing each other and stuff.
Things are happening.
Things are happening
around me. I'm scared.
A lot of combos,
someone died next to me. Oh my god!
But I tried playing on my own against the AI and get my ass kicked. So yeah, I'm not really into that. There's a skill level to these mobile games. So.
We're too old for Twitch reflexes right now. But you kind of have to have it for Overwatch, except with console. This is why you should be playing Overwatch on console. You have the benefit that everyone's already hindered by a controller. Obviously, if you have a mouse and a keyboard, you're going to wreck. Yes. But if you're on a controller, there's a curve, and it's hard to get good with that. So you don't play against a lot of people who are like expert Widowmakers. You do run into them, but not that often. Because to be an expert Widowmaker with a freaking thumbstick is not easy. And mouse and keyboard, I'm sure they're some of the best players in the world.
Oh yeah,
Widowmakers.
That's why they're pros. They have
my brother plays Widowmaker on PlayStation. He's quite good, but he had to look up the perfect settings on his controller. He had to change various aspects so that it gave him the most benefit for using that stick situation.
Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Just to look up settings and tips and tricks and
I'm not talking about tips and tricks. Settings are fine.
Okay,
settings are like, okay, I want this to feel right, and once it feels right, it's still on you to be a good player. But like looking up, there's this place in the map that you can stand where you don't get hit, but you can hit everyone. That's cheating.
That is cheating.
That's called an exploit, and you're using it. And that's cheating.
That's how people get banned. Yes.
Yeah. You know what had that a lot? I didn't. I played it a little bit. My brother played it more. Was the Metal Gear Online games? The Metal Gear Online games were not the smoothest experience. Very glitchy, and there was a lot of exploits, and people would figure out ways to like go under the map or hide in a position where you could see their head popping through a wall, but they couldn't shoot. You couldn't get shot, but they could shoot you all they want. Like you couldn't shoot them; they could shoot you. People will do that shit all the time in that game.
Looking up tips and tricks are not bad because it's like learning tactics in sport. Yeah, that's true.
Well, certain ones.
Yeah.
Just ones. Anything where it's not giving you
like
an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
If it's like something where like, here's the best places to put Torbjorn's turret.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine because everybody can learn that. That's pretty easy, and you're not doing anything that's not easy. There's a place in Temple of Anubis that Mike looked up, and he found out that you put your Torbjorn turret here. It works really well. It doesn't get shot very often. And I did it, and now every time I'm Torbjorn on that map, I put my turret in the same spot, and it takes a while for them to shoot it. They don't see it right away. You know, when you go into Temple of Anubis, when you start running to the first A point,
A.
And there's that little doorway, that archway doorway, and above it there's
the first one?
Yeah, and there's like a platform on top of that. So you can't just get there by walking up to it. You have to jump on a little statue, jump on a little awning, then jump and turn onto another awning, and then you're there. And then you build your thing there, and it'll still point towards the main entrance, but also anyone who passes by that other archway. Okay. So it's and they don't tend to see it. So it's like a really nice little spot for it. We've learned about flanks from online. Like you find like the flank on the Russian. Okay, Kim says,
if it is game breaking, then it's game breaking. Like punching someone in soccer. Guy goes down, can get you in serious trouble. But if nobody sees it, then nobody sees it, but still is unfair, which I don't like.
Exactly. It's still cheating, and why do you want to play a game where you cheat to win? You didn't do anything to win. You cheated to win. So what's the point?
Yeah.
I hate all those people, the boosters and smurfers and all that shit. It's just, what's the fun? What's the fun in cheating? I don't know if Kim remembers this, or there used to be these things called lag switches.
Lag switches?
Lag switches. This is real fucking wrong. So people used to use these on games like Counter-Strike and other stuff. It was literally a little device that people would make that would connect from their modem to their computer, like a byway. And it was a switch that you could hit with your foot that would interrupt your internet signal. And what it would do is the games were made in a way that it would try to buffer people's players whose internet would go off for a second, and it would literally make everybody on the screen freeze for you while you can still move.
Really?
Yeah, because it was trying to keep you in the game. But what the players who were playing against you would see was you go from one place and warp to another one, all the while shooting you. It still registered the bullets. So the lag switch would literally be like stopping time and then starting time up again, and you've already killed people, and they have no idea where it came from or who shot you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember
lag switches. You remember lag switches.
Used it in MMOs a lot.
Yeah, see, it was a thing people used to use. And I think a lot of the servers changed the way they buffer people's internet now, so you can't really use them like you used to.
I see.
But before, it was as bad as a wall hack. It was just, like, you're an asshole for using something like that. It's like, what, you did nothing skill-wise. You cheated and you got wins. Like, what's the point? You're not good.
Well, I have to admit something.
Oh, God.
One time I tried.
I patented the first lag switch.
No, I've actually tried wall hacking on Counter-Strike like years ago. I got insta-bans. Insta-kicked.
So you were punished as you should have been.
Yes, I got insta-kicked. Insta-kicked.
Rip mother wallets. Who had them? I don't know what a mother wallet is.
What is mother wallet?
Explain to us, please. What is a mother wallet? Because I have never heard of that. That's something new to me.
Mother's wallet. Who had them?
Mother's wallet. That's a name right there. Yeah. Wait, this isn't like a reference to like a mother's vagina, is it? Yeah. Mother's wallet. That's what she keeps father's coin purse. Thank you.
The coin purse.
Yeah. Coin purse.
take a second to reach to him. So.
I know. We should probably talk while he's.
Yeah. So.
Well, let's get into them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Lag switches are bad.
Lag switches bad. You did a wall hack and you got punished.
I got
appropriately.
insta-ban.
That's right.
Insta
as you
kick.
should be.
I got insta-kick.
Mother wallet. The kid's mom buys their kid these crazy ass things. Oh, I get what you mean.
Mom.
So
you mean literally mom's wallet?
So they basically were. So the kids were able to buy everything for the game and would pay to win.
Pay to win.
Where I used to work, we used to get people who would say, "Oh, I gave them credit card access to buy these things for the game," and then the kid would buy everything on the game, spend hundreds of dollars, and the parents would blame us, the video game company, and we're like, "We don't know that he stole your card. How about you keep a track of your card better?
Yeah.
How the hell would we stop that? If they have the information and card in hand, well, guess what? They can use the card, and we have no way of knowing that." That was one of those ones we used to yell at people about. Because they get mad. Who gets mad at the company? It's your kid that's a little piece of shit who's stealing stuff.
Hey, I trust my kid with my finances, so what's the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They used to get mad at us. Well, you tempted them with your game and this and stuff. Well, then keep an eye on what your kids are playing and don't let them play a game where they can spend real money.
Yeah.
Like every game.
Yeah, because Apple had to always keep changing their policies. Because kids were just kept on pushing and buying those gems and shit and spending thousands of dollars.
Google doesn't bother.
Yeah.
They just let it happen. Yeah. They know people are going to spend a bunch of money. And that's what kids have spent thousands of dollars on those freemium games because their parents aren't tracking the stuff.
On the Apple App Store, it used to say free for these games. Now they had to change it to get. So they don't want to say it's actually free.
You can't use the word free.
You can't use the word free. It's now get.
You tempted them with your game. Your vagina tempted them with dick to create an asshole child.
Well, he had to sneak in a dick joke in there.
Yeah, but at least it's a clever dick joke. We appreciate those. If you can make a clever dick joke, then by all means, dick away.
Yes, dick off.
Dick off. No, dick away.
Dick away.
Dick off. It's like dick off.
Away.
Yeah, like if that guy's rap had "dick away" in it, I think it probably would have been a more clever rap.
Had a nice hook to it.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yo, dick off, dick away, and all that stuff.
Dick away.
But anyway, point being, what you're saying, Kim, and what everyone else is saying, that they blame the games. It's like, look, you're the assholes that let them use your card or link to your card and then just let it go.
You guys, like not clever ones too.
Yeah, sometimes. But when it's just the same joke over and over again.
We like puns. We like stupid stuff.
Yeah, but stupid can be is clever. When you're done right, stupid's good.
Yeah.
Not. Oh, I'm gonna say anal 17 times.
Yeah, anal consequences.
Anal. See, I put anal and everything, so now it's funny. It's
I drew anal sex.
Yeah, blood in the ass. Like, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. If the drawings from those teacher things were like the most detailed things in the world, like if it looked like a freaking Michelangelo, then I'd be like, okay, so that's fucking funny because you put some real time and effort in that, but they weren't.
Anyways,
I'll tell you what. He says I sound like Hank Hill. I'll tell you what. There's something wrong with that boy.
Yeah, that's Hank Hill. Damn it, Bobby. Got that blood in the ass again.
There's something wrong with that boy. Bobby, you got that ass with that blood in it, Bobby.
Anyways, we talked over about an hour and a half. So.
Yeah, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, I got to get to work.
He's got to work, and I got to do nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing to do and so much time to do it in. Yeah. Let's go.
Anyway, so I guess till next time we'll be talking about whatever.
I say we do a game one again. Let's do another game, like every other one.
Another game night?
I want to do another game night.
Okay, so
we'll try to do it a little earlier without all the issues that we had last time. Yeah. And we'll try to keep it a bit more private. I told...
Andrew, take over the stream while Tony is gone. All right. Here you go.
Okay. So now welcome to the dick and anal joke hour. So I'm gonna try to invite more people we know.
He does have a Twitch.
I have a Twitch, but my Twitch is to watch this Twitch.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Which is it? It's worst worst player or worst
player 1978.
Yes, worst player 1978. If you could look that up.
Yeah, worst player 1978. That's my Twitch.
That's his Twitch. Yes,
that's my handle for a lot of things. But worst player 1978. No underscores.
He'll just send you A in the whisper. A. A.
Yes. But yeah, so we'll play another game night. I'm gonna get more of my friends involved. You need to get some of your guys involved.
Yes.
Let's play a real game night with people we know.
Yes. Well, yes. Yeah. I'll whisper to you when we're playing another Jack's game night. So you get in here,
you've been a loyal
Kim.
fan and you're funny. So we'll get you in there as well, and we'll have a real good time.
Yeah. All right. So till next time, I guess another week from now we'll figure that out. It'll be a nighttime thing.
Yeah, but not that late.
Not that late. What time?
7 or 8.
7 or 8.
When people get home from work.
So 7 or 8 Pacific time. I'm not sure where you're at, Kim. Where do you live?
Network game night. Nice.
Where are you? What's your location, Kim? I wasn't sure when he's up. So if it's like East Coast, he'll be like 10. It'll be like 10 p.m. over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can still join.
I get home around Central Time, so
an hour ahead.
Okay, I get around 11 to 12. I have weekends free.
We could even do a weekend one. I was thinking about that.
I think we should do a weekend one.
We could do a weekend one.
We'll try to do a weekend one. We'll try next Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
So, yes. Till next time.
Till next time. This has been another episode
He's been Tony.
Versus Gaming Podcast.
He's been Tony.
My name's Tony.
No, he's been Tony.
He's been Andrew.
There you go.
He's been Andrew.
And he's been Tony.
Yes.
And,
all right.
Anal dicks.
Anal and wait.
Bye, Patricia.
Bye-bye. I don't know if they actually hear the music because it's. And all right, we'll see you later, Kim.